I've combined two of the best dishes out there. Creamy potato bake with garlic bread. It's a match made in heaven and so easy to make. So first of all, I have some thinly sliced potatoes, about 2 kilos or 4.5 pounds of just white potatoes, and I've left the skins on. They save you time when you cut them, plus they give you some great flavour. Now, to the potatoes, I'm adding 2 onions, again, thinly sliced like the potato, around 2 millimeters thick. And next I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of dried rosemary, along with 1 tablespoon of paprika. Now season generously with salt and freshly ground black pepper. And finally add 2 cups of thickened cream. Now for most people, they layer the potatoes first and then pour over the cream and seasoning, but I like to mix the potatoes by hand and get them all covered. That way, everything is mixed through well and every slice of potato is covered. Next, it's time to layer up the potatoes and onions. So grease a baking dish with some butter, and this will give all sides a nice crust, but also will stop the potatoes from sticking to the edges. Now place in the potatoes. It doesn't really matter if you layer them at this stage, just make sure it's even. But when you get to the final couple of layers, purely for presentation, I do layer them with the onions. Now you don't have to use your hands. I do because I'm old school and I prefer it this way, but you can use tongs for this. And now tightly wrap the dish with foil and place it into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. Now while the potato bake is cooking, let's get started on the garlic bread topping. Now I've got some near stale loaf of bread here, and I'm going to slice it up and cut it into large chunks. Now the reason why I'm using almost stale bread is purely the texture. If you use fresh bread, it goes all mushy, and you don't want that. I'd also suggest using a sourdough as it adds to the flavour. So once you have it all chopped up, over to a non-stick pan over a medium heat, add in 1/4 cup of butter and melt it down, season with salt and pepper, and add in 1 tablespoon of finely chopped garlic. Now mix that all together with the butter until combined, and toss in your chunks of bread and get them nicely coated with that garlic butter and crisp them up in the pan. Now pull the potato bake out of the oven and take off the foil. Press down and compact the potatoes and then spread over the garlic bread pieces. Now place back into the oven, same temperature, for another 10 minutes. Then bring it out once more, and this time we're going to spread over 1 cup of grated aged cheddar combined with 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Now place it back into the oven one last time for 10 minutes just to melt that cheese and brown the top. And once you bring it out, it will be gold and bubbly. Now leave it to rest for 15 minutes before serving so the liquid can thicken slightly. And I also sprinkle over some fresh parsley, but this is optional. And what isn't optional is getting stuck into this bad boy. Layers of creamy potato and onion covered with cheesy garlic bread. This recipe is truly sensational and one I hope you try out soon. If you love this recipe, please give this video a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and as always, get the recipe in the description below, and I'll see you around for another recipe. Thanks for watching.